Do you ever feel stuck with your piano practice? You're procrastinating. You know you ought to be practicing. Piano's right there, and you've got time on your hands, but for some reason, you just can't bring yourself to practice. You'll do anything but. I definitely experience this from time to time, and so I developed a little method that I call my 3x3 approach, and it's 3 minutes a day for 3 days. And I find it gets me over the hump, and it might just do the same thing for you too. So here's the essence of it. You've got a piece that you know you ought to be practicing, and maybe there's a trouble spot on it. Like I've got one here in measure 179. And so you take a look at that trouble spot, and you think about what the root cause is. Maybe it's a tricky fingering, maybe it's an awkward polyrhythm between two hands. Whatever it is, that's your plan of attack. You're going to figure out how you want to practice that. And then you sit down for 3 minutes only. Set a timer. And in that 3 minutes, you're going to work on that problem spot. A few rules. You don't play the dozen bars that come before or the dozen that come after. You focus exclusively on that measure or two that you're tackling. Number 2, this is slow practice, about half of your performance tempo. When you're done with the 3 minutes, no testing, up at performance tempo to see whether you've made any progress. The only test you have to do, the outcome that you want from this, is that you have faithfully followed these rules. You did the 3 minutes slow and focused. Okay? Then you leave it. You sleep on it overnight. Your brain will sort some stuff out. You repeat the next day on day 2. Exactly the same thing, no testing at the end. Sleep on it again. You come back to day 3, you're going to repeat it, but at this 3rd day, you now get a chance to try it at about 75% of performance tempo. The point of this is to give yourself a little bit of feedback on how it's gone. What I find is 9 times out of 10, it is better. Maybe not all the way better, but it has definitely improved noticeably. And that alone gives me the motivation, because I can see that if I faithfully follow a process and trust it, I can get better. And it's usually that lack of trust that has prompted me to procrastinate in the first place. The other thing I find is, once I've done a little 3-minute segment, I turn the page, I find another problem, and next thing you know, I've worked on 5 or 6 problems, and I've done half an hour of practice that I wouldn't have done otherwise. I hope this works for you. It certainly works for me. Let me know in the comments if it does.